What is going on, YouTube? It is Bad Bobby Gamer here, and today I am bringing to you all my Sony PlayStation 1 Collection video. I don't actually have as many games as I used to in this collection. Some were stolen, some got broken and had to be thrown out, so the collection has definitely diminished over the years. But let's get going with the first game here, which is Brunswick Wake of Borden. I got this game around the end of the PS1's lifespan, or probably around 2003, and I never really enjoyed the game all that much. You know, it's still a fun game by Natsum. I think that's the name to pronounce that company is Natsum, or Natsumi. I think it's like Natsum. Their logo, if I remember correctly, was like Natsum Serious Fun. But this is a arcade style game. You know, now that I got a PlayStation 3, I might give it another shot here soon. Next game on the list is 007, The World Is Not Enough. You know, I remember when I got this game way back when it very first came out, paid $50 for it, or might have been 40. I don't exactly remember. But if I remember correctly, I think it was like, what, 99? That year, 2000. It was a first-person shooter, and it had blackjack that you could play in the game. And this was a very good game for the time. A very fun game. I was like 9 years old when I got this in the year 2000. So I definitely enjoyed this first-person shooter on the PS1. Next game here, I used to have this, it got stolen, so I bought it again years ago when GameStop still sold PlayStation 1 games, and I paid $5 used for it, and this was 2004, I believe. And that is for ECW Hardcore Revolution. I used to have Anarchy Reigns as well from ECW, for the ECW games, and that was stolen as well, but great game. In my opinion, a lot of people don't like it, but me growing up, you know, I loved this game. I loved the idea of a wrestling game where you could have barbed wire rope matches. So, I highly enjoyed this game. But going back nowadays, it's not the best. It hasn't really aged well. The whole, you know, the SmackDown games from the PS1 aged a whole lot better, so it's still very hit or miss. Next game is 007 Racing. I never enjoyed this game at all. Again, now that I have a PS1, I'm going to give it another shot. But I bought this, and, you know, in the manual they were actually showing World Is Not Enough for promotional. But if I remember correctly, they tried making like a mission-based, like, car vehicle combat type game where you were in your 007 car, and you, like, shoot missiles, rockets, and guns. I never enjoyed the game whatsoever, so, yeah. Yes, 007 Racing. Next game is Kegro Deception 2. I paid $10 for this new back in the year 2000, 2001, if I remember correctly. Might have been 20. And I hated the game back then. I did not know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know what the hell the game was about. But as I got older, I went back to it a few years ago. Well, a couple of years ago, 2014. And I realized what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to set traps for enemies, so the enemy walks into the trap and it explodes and they die. So that's all this is. You're trapping people and killing them, and what a great idea for the time when this game came out. And maybe I was just... It ain't like I was too young to get the idea. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't really pay attention to the tutorial when I was younger. So yes, Kegro Deception 2. Nowadays, I love this game. PSN for $6 has the first Kegro digitally, so I might pick up the first one digitally. Or if I can find it cheap enough physically, I might pick up the first Kegro Deception game. Well, the first game is just called Deception, but from Temco. Well, Temco. The next game here is from Namco, and that is Tekken 2. You know, Black Label, I got this the day it came out. I absolutely loved this game growing up. And the other day, I went back with it with the PS3, and I beat it on my arcade fight. Well, my budget. I say I'm doing air quotes because it's super fucking budget, but it worked. And I went through this game again, and I beat the arcade mode as Law, which Law is right there. He's right here. Whoa. He kind of resembles Bruce Lee in these games, but yeah, so I went back and I beat the arcade mode with him, and pretty much I was just spamming my double back kick. So yeah, well, double back spin kick. Next game here is Spyro, Year of the Dragon. No, I didn't enjoy the other two Spyro games, which I'm not sure if I still have both of them, and I think I still have the original. But Spyro, Year of the Dragon, it was still a great game, don't get me wrong, but I did beat it, but I did not enjoy Year of the Dragon as much as I did the original. But it's still a great game. The next game here is a fantastic game, and that game is a Driver 2. Greatest Hits Edition. Fucking, I love this game. This game, you know, honestly, I do think it's one of the first 3D, like, open-world driving games where you could actually steal any vehicle. If the cops are not chasing you, you can steal any vehicle you want to get. You know, so the new vehicle doesn't have damage and it doesn't have a felony meter on it, so the cops won't chase you. What a great idea for this game, and it has a free roam mode, so you could just go around and cause chaos. You know, so yes, Driver 2, great game. Next game here is Tomb Raider 3, Adventures of Lara Croft. This game is really good too, and it's from Eidos Interactive and Core Entertainment, or Interactive. I don't remember what Core, their subtitle was, but Core. You know, I love the original Tomb Raider games. That's why I'm highly enjoying. I'm just going to do a spoiler for my upcoming PS3 collection video. That's why I'm really enjoying this game right now, the original Uncharted, because it's really reminding me of the classic Tomb Raider titles. But yes, Tomb Raider 3. It's a fucking amazing game. The next game here is The King of Fighters 99. I absolutely love this game. It's a little bit difficult, but you know, I love the SNK games. SNK. I love their Neo Geo. So yes, I love the King of Fighter series. There is Samurai Showdown series. There are the Art of Fighting series. There are, you know, one-hit games, like they had some bowling games. I love SNK, and so I picked this up back in the day, and I fucking love it. It's an amazing, amazing game. The next game on the list is Dex Entered the Gecko. You know, this game for the time had just the most craziest humor, one-liners. I'm surprised it got rated kids to adults. Like, I'm surprised this game wasn't rated T for teen, because there's some really well-placed hidden sexual jokes in this game. But the game, like, leaves them right out in the fucking open, the jokes. So once you're a little bit older, you can definitely be like, shit, I can't believe they got away with that. So yeah, Dex Entered the Gecko, you know, I fucking love this game. Oop, manual fell out. Get that back really fast. These manuals were always a pain in the nuts to get back in. Alright. The next game here is The Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. This is a very fun arcade-style racing game where you get cops to chase you. So I'm going to go a little bit faster with these, just because I'm already around the 10-minute mark, so let's go a little bit faster. Next game is Spec Ops Stealth Patrol. I really do not like this game whatsoever. Next game, Army Men 3D. It's a pretty good, challenging, fun little Army Men title. Now I'm a big collector of the old PlayStation Underground and PlayStation Magazine, demo discs. So I got PlayStation Underground 1. I don't know if it's Volume 1, but just PlayStation Underground 1. Here's the next one: Tomb Raider: The Revolution, Revelation. Tomb Raider: The Revolution, Tomb Raider: The Revelation, aka Tomb Raider 4. It's a decent game. Takes a lot more time to get into than the older Tomb Raiders, but still a solid entry in the Tomb Raider series. Action Bass. It's a really good arcade fishing game. Contender 2. It's a pretty decent arcade-style boxing game. WWF Warzone. It's a pretty goddamn decent, for the time, again, hasn't aged well, just like ECW wrestling game. Pro Pinball Big Race USA. I had really good memories of this. I tried to play it in the PS3, and it does not hold up like it used to. The issue is all the loading screens that get in the way while you try to play pinball. So right in the middle of a pinball game. So has not really aged well, but still a really fun game when it doesn't need to load up shit. So Demolition Racer, I really don't really have high regards. I don't really have high regards for this game. I preferred the original series, which it was Destruction Derby 2, which I used to have, but it broke, so it got thrown out when I was a child. So Demolition Racer, don't really have good things to say about it because I never enjoyed the game at all. Next game here is, I've had this since I was a child, and that is Rugrats Search for Reptar. It's a Rugrats game, 3D. You go around, do missions, and then if I remember correctly, I think if you collect everything in the game, you get to play as Reptar in the very last, an end game level, and you get to destroy the city. Next game here is NBA Live 2000. EA Sports basketball game. So, is it good? Yes. So there it is. Next game here is The Legend of Dragoon, which is a JRPG from Sony Computer Entertainment Interactive. I think it's interactive at the end of that. But anyways, Sony Computer Entertainment, The Legend of Dragoon, my favorite RPG ever made. So, Tomb Raider 2, starring Lara Croft. This has to be my favorite Tomb Raider ever made. Great fucking title. Crash Bandicoot 2 has to be my favorite Crash Bandicoot game ever made. Which I used to have 3, but that got stolen. But yes, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, an amazing title. Crash Bandicoot Original, Greatest Hits label, amazing game, I love it. Asteroids, or otherwise known as Asteroids 3D. If you love Asteroids in the arcades, you should definitely enjoy this game. The next game is Crash Team Racing. Fantastic kart racing game, very similar to a Mario Kart game, but this is, in my opinion, the best kart racer on the PS1 next to the game called Speed Punks, which sadly I don't own Speed Punks anymore. Got stolen. Next game here is Bomberman Party Edition. This is a very fun game if you're gonna have friends over. Nowadays, if you're my age, which I'm 25, if you're gonna have friends coming over to play a game, get some beers or liquor, whatever you end up wanting to do, and play this, you guys should have a very good time. Next game is Croc, Legend of the Gambas. Great platformer, 3D, very fun game. Next game is a collection of Activision games from the Atari 2600. You get 30 games in this compilation. There they all are listed. A great game if you guys like compilations. If you guys like compilations, pick this up. Next game is a Jeopardy 2. Jeopardy 2nd Edition, aka Jeopardy 2. Pretty goddamn good game for the PS1. Next game. This game gets a lot of hate, but I like it a lot, and I grew up loving it, even though everyone else seems to hate it. And that game is WCW Backstage Assault. It's a wrestling game. You get to go backstage and just tear shit up. Very fun wrestling game in my opinion. Next game is Fighting Force, which people say it's the sequel to Streets of Rage for the Sega Genesis, but on the PS1. I think this might be on the Sega Saturn or the Sega CD. I don't exactly remember, but I know it's on the PS1. Here it is, Fighting Force. It's a pretty damn fun 3D beat 'em up. Can get very challenging though. Next game here is another demo disc, and it's the Pizza Hut Demo Disc 1 from years ago. Next game is Test Drive 5. Pretty fun racing game. Actually, it's very fun. I like this one a lot. Next game is a amazing fishing game, and that is Reel Fishing, and reel spelled like a fishing reel. So yeah, you guys should definitely check this game out. And you see, there's Netzoom again, and it says serious fun. So yeah, this is a one of the best fishing games ever made in my honest opinion. And the music is very relaxing, so that's a really good music if you have a headache. Take a headache pill, wash it down with water, turn that on, and maybe just let the music play with the water sounds coming from the lake or the creek, because again, you get to fish on a creek. Let the music play and let the natural water sounds come through your TV or surround sound, whatever you guys have, and you guys should definitely relax with that. Again, like I was saying, it's one of the best fishing games ever. The next game is the original Spyro the Dragon, and honestly, it's my favorite Spyro ever made, and yeah, I love this game. Next game here is Battle Stations. It's a very fun 2-player game, and it has a pretty goddamn decent single-player story mission mode. You know, pretty much you do 1v1 boats, like battleships and submarines, and you get like a cruiser and all kinds of stuff. It's a very fun game, especially for 2 players. Next game here, and this is a very old title, but it still holds up to this day, and that game is Bogey Dead 6. This is a console, what's the word I'm looking for? Console flight combat simulation game. You know, I was just playing this on the console the other day and showing some friends. I was showing them my TV through my webcam, and even they were like, God damn, that's from the PS1 from like 1995, 96. I was like, yeah. And they were surprised. Game's very well done. MLB 2002. It's a baseball game from 989 Studios, aka 989 Sports. I miss this company. They used to make amazing sports titles. Next game is Brunswick Pro Bowling. Do you feel like bowling? It's a pretty good bowling game. Medieval. Now this game's amazing. It's a 3D action beat 'em up adventure title. So if you guys are into those titles, you guys never picked up Medieval or played it, check it out. And that's who you play as. You guys play as a skeleton warrior. The original Tomb Raider still to this day holds up in my opinion, and it's still a very fun game to play. Next game, Impact Racing. I never really enjoyed this game that much, and I tried over the years since I was a child to really enjoy it, but it's just I don't really enjoy it all that much. It's a fun game at times, but most of the time it's annoying. So it is what it is. The next game is WCW Nitro. Pretty decent wrestling game. I mean, check it out and see if you guys like it. See if you guys don't. Next game, I absolutely adore this game and love it, and that is the original Road Rash. One of the best games to play, and the full motion video, it's very well done. The whole game, the soundtrack is it's grunge from the 90s, and it's amazing. It's amazing. This game is absolute crap, though. Road Rash 3D. I hate this Road Rash game. I bought this back in the day when I got it greatest hits because I didn't know of the game's existence. So I heard Road Rash 3D. I heard this was Road Rash 3D. So I was told that this was just a reprint of this. So I never really bothered until I seen, I think something in the magazine. I seen this. I was like, oh, what's that? Road Rash 3D. But then it was then in the greatest hits. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? That's different. So I picked it up, and yeah, I didn't like it, and I tried to really enjoy it, but it's just, I don't like it. Spyro's Ripto's Rage. Okay, so I guess I did have the third Spyro. Did I say I lost? Did I say it was stolen or broke or no? That was something else. Anyway, Spyro's Ripto's Rage, aka I believe this one was Spyro the Dragon 2. Again, it's a really good game, but this cannot hold the candle to the original Spyro's the Dragon, in my opinion. The original WWF SmackDown. Lost the manual. No idea. I think the manual got ripped to shreds by one of my old dogs, or it got stolen, or something happened. I don't know what happened to the manual, but this is a very good wrestling game. And it's kind of weird to think that if you look up the release dates, this one and WWF SmackDown 2 pretty much both came out around the same time. They came out the same year. And my SmackDown 2 got stolen, so that's that. Still have the original one. Now here we go. Here's Gem Pack 4. Which one is this? Well, I can tell you what demos I had. Gran Turismo 2, Jammer and Lammy, Spyro's 2, Ripto's Rage. Okay, Ripto's Rage was Spyro 2. Tiny Tank and Thrasher Skate and Destroy, and more. I could have sworn to God some of these told you what year it was from. Oh, here we go. From winter 1999. It's in blue. Winter 99. So Jam Pack Winter 99. There we go. This one is Jam Pack Summer 2000. This one was definitely one of my favorite demos because it had the Legend of Dragoon playable demo, Speed Punk's playable demo, Grind Session playable demo, Medieval 2, Hot Shots Golf 2, Siphon Filter 2, NASCAR Rumble, Spider-Man, Tomba 2, and Tony's Pro Skater 2. All of them are very decent, really good games actually. So this demo disc was amazing. Then here's another demo disc, and this one is Winter 2000. And this one included Crash Bash, Spyro Year of the Dragon, Cool Borders 2001, Spider-Man Again, Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX, Cindy 2000, Madden NFL 2001, Puppies to the Disney's 102 Dalmatians, Puppies to the Rescue, and Army Men Attack 2. This one is Jam Pack Fall 2001. This one included Barbie Explorer, Disney's Atlantis: The Lost Empire, Disney's Aladdin, X-Men Mutant Academy 2, NFL Game Day 2002, Spider-Man 2, Twisted Metal Small Brawl, and Dragon Warrior 7. Now this one is Jam Pack Winter 98, and this is the last game here. And this one included Spyro the Dragon, Metal Gear Solid, Tomb Raider 3, Medieval, Cool Borders 3, A Bug's Life, Small Soldiers, NFL Game Day 99, Rallycross 2, and NFL Face Off 98 or 99. Alright guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in my future videos. Bad Bobby Gamer is out. Thank you all for watching, and peace.